Welcome back to another Vault edition of Nintendo PowerZone unboxing. Guys, it's your boy Nice1983, and today we have a very special unboxing. What I have here today is a Pikachu. Not just any kind of Pikachu, it's a talking Pikachu. And not just any kind of talking Pikachu. This Pikachu is exclusive to Japan's Happy Set, which is basically the equivalent to an American Happy Meal. So guys, this was released back during the advanced generation. I don't know what the exact date is of when this product was released, but ever since I saw it, I've wanted it. I've seen the video for it on YouTube, and today we're going to have a very special thing in this unboxing, but we'll show you that when we get to it. Anyway guys, like I said, I've wanted this thing since I first saw the video on YouTube, and also I have to just go ahead and make it aware that I am extraordinarily jealous of Japanese kids, and I think I have been for the last 20 years, because they get awesome stuff all the time, and I don't think they notice it. But we here in America, we see this stuff, and I think it's alright for us to feel jealous because we just don't get the wide array of bombardment that they do when it comes to Pokemon and Nintendo. I guess over there it's like just second nature to have that stuff, but here in the States we don't get it all that often, so when we see it we go crazy. That's why we have things like amiibo shortages. But guys, what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna do something different, something extra special. So go ahead and check this out.
お返事ピカチュウは喜んだり励ましたり褒めたりお返事ピカチュウ480円。マクドナルド、君にはどう答えてくれるかな。
ハッピーセット。今度のハッピーセットはポケモンだぜ。モンスターボールから飛び出てくるよ。もらえるポケモンは毎週変わる。君もゲットだぜ。ハッピーセットマクドナルド。今はこのポケモン。
Let's go ahead and get to the figure itself, because this is a badass toy, and I'm so excited to unbox this thing for the channel. So guys, let's just take a look at the box. It's super colorful. You know, you have your red box. Right at the bottom left hand corner you have the McDonald's logo. Over to the right on the bottom you have a great picture of Pikachu smiling so big. At the top of the box you have a handle. Right under that handle you have some Japanese text. I assume that just says talking Pikachu. I don't know, I don't speak Japanese, but let's go ahead and move on to the side of the box so we can take a look at that. Alright guys, moving on to the side of the box we have our instructions. It shows you how to open Pikachu's backup, replace his batteries, or put batteries in for the first time, and then it just shows you how this works, and it does it in these very cool steps that even a child could get. Only problem with this is that I am going to have to unscrew something, so that could be fun. So guys, let's just go ahead, we'll move on to the back of the box because I'm pretty sure that is equally epic. Alright guys, moving on to the back of the box, we have a lot of Pokemon back here. We have the Pocket Monsters logo, and then let's do a rundown of all the Pokemon we have here. So we have Wynaut, Torchic, Trico, Mudkip, Azurill, Volbeat, the Pichu brothers, and Pikachu, and right under all of them is Satoshi, aka Ash. This is a very epic looking picture. I love it. The back of this box is done right, and think about it guys, this is from McDonald's. We don't have promotions like that here in the States, and it bums me out because this is literally a McDonald's thing. Let's go ahead and move on to the other side of the box now, okay guys? And here is the last side of the box, and I can't read any of this, and it bums me out because I wish I spoke Japanese. Really wish I knew what this box says. But guys, we have a few Pokemon here. Again, we have Mudkip, we have Torchic, and we have Trico, all looking super epic. Let's go ahead and get this thing unboxed so we can go ahead and see how this figure looks. Alright guys, so Pikachu is out of the box, and the first thing you should notice is he's really glossy. He's made out of a nice plastic. Not the best, not the worst. It's a lot more than I expect to come out of a Happy Meal though, so they did a very good job on this. So I'm very pleased. I cannot express how much I like this figure, and also it's been a while since we've seen a heftier Pikachu. when we get into the comparison time, we're gonna see how different Pikachu looks from Gen 3 over towards, you know, more like Gen 6. But let's go ahead and move on to the side of this figure so we can see a little bit more. Alright guys, we got the figure turned over to its side, and I really like how it looks. I like that he's got a little paunch belly that's kind of funny. You see the tail, you see the black of the ears, you see this big old seam going down the side of the figure. That bums me out. I hate looking at figures with seams, but this is a relatively old toy, so toys have advanced a lot further since this figure came out, so it's not that big of a deal. And right under his arm you see an on-off switch. That's how this thing is going to talk. But before we do all that, let's go ahead and move on to the back of the figure, because let's take a look and see what's going on back there. Alright guys, so there's the back of the figure, and you see a lot of screw joints there, but only one of them matters, and it's the one right there in the center of his back. That's where we're going to go ahead and get our batteries placed in. Moving on to the figure itself, you see this giant little speaker on the back of Pikachu's head. It's a pretty big speaker, so I'm hoping this thing is actually pretty loud when we get it to talk. Moving on, its tail. Its tail is the only part of this figure that isn't made of a hard plastic. The tail is made out of like silicone, so it's a little flimsy, and I really don't like the way it's actually attached because it can actually be detached. They didn't do such a great job on the tail. That being said though, the tail does look pretty accurate to what Pikachu's tail should look like. The browns are in the right place, the shape is right. It looks very good. It's just silicone, and it's weird because it breaks up like the quality of the figure overall. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and put some batteries in this thing, and then we're going to go ahead and check out the functionality of this figure, alright? So don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. And now it's time to find out how he works. So we saw that you had a little switch on his side. Let's go ahead and flip that switch and see what happens. Alright, that's pretty awesome. Just started talking right away. Let's see. Pikachu! Nothing? Oh, there we go. Let's try it again. It's pretty sick. Very awesome. Alright guys, it's time to give this bad boy a score. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Alright guys, it is comparison time. And let's take a look at two large-scale Pikachu figures sitting right next to one another. This is important. These figures are about 10 years removed from one another. So you can see the differences between Pikachu in Gen 3 and Pikachu in Gen 6. And you can tell that Pikachu in Gen 3 was still a little bit fatter. This is something that everybody should take note of. Throughout the years, Pikachu has gotten cuter and more slender, especially if you're comparing him to his Gen 1 model, where he was very round and much more mouse-like. But still, it is a nice way to get a good comparison of two very good looking Pikachu figures. The one on the right is from X and Y, so you should see a little bit differences there. His ears look longer. Again, he's much more slender. But Pikachu is always going to be Pikachu no matter what shape he takes. You're always going to be able to get a good look and know it's Pikachu. Okay guys, moving on with comparison time. What I have here is the only promo that I can think of that's even comparable to how this McDonald's Pikachu works. So basically, this wasn't a Happy Meal toy. This is one of those things where for an additional 4.99 yen in Japan, you would get the Pikachu, and we had a similar promotion like that here in the States back in 1999 for the first Pokemon movie. And if you guys remember, we had the promo Pokeballs with the gold cards on the inside. So here they are. This is the only thing that I can even remember coming close. Alright guys, it is score time. My favorite time, because I get to tell you whether something is worth your hard-earned money. Alright guys, so this figure hasn't been around for a long time. It was a limited run in the Japanese McDonald's. So this thing is kind of rare, especially here in the States. So I actually paid a pretty penny for this. This Pikachu cost me 60 bucks, but it's one of those things that I wanted so badly that the price wasn't really an issue for me. but it may be for somebody else, especially considering this. It's a great Pikachu toy, but there are much higher quality Pikachu figures out on the market. This is just one that for me, it was a must-have because it's one of the few times that I get mad when I see how awesome a Japanese McDonald's tie-in is. This was incredible to me back when this was announced. I remember seeing the original commercials for this, and I remember being super excited about it, and yet knowing I probably wouldn't have it, that drove me insane. But I have it now. I'm super pleased. So guys, let's give this figure a score. Its appearance is great. It totally reflects Pikachu in Gen 3. Not too slender yet, and definitely not as fat as he used to be in Gen 1. It's a nice balance. I loved the way Pikachu looked in Gen 3. So guys, I'm going to give this figure a 10 on its appearance. As far as its functionality, you guys saw how awesome it is. The Pikachu talks. It is a little touchy. It doesn't like to respond to words so much as it does just general loud noises. But considering that this toy is more than 10 years old, I think I'm going to have to give it a pass on that. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a 9. So we have a 10 and we have a 9. So the final score is a 9.5 out of 10. And I think that's really good considering how old this figure is. I am super happy to have it in my collection. It gets our official Nintendo PowerZone seal of quality. Alright guys, but that's going to be it for this episode of Nintendo PowerZone unboxing. Guys, you know you can hit me up on Twitter at nice1983. You can email me at nice1983@gmail.com. Don't forget to check out the Facebook page, facebook.com/Nintendo PowerZone, all one word. If you're a fan of the Nintendo PowerZone podcast, you can download new episodes on iTunes and Google Play Music. If you like streaming it instead, you can stream new episodes on Stitcher Radio. But if you like watching the live version, you can catch us live on the 29th of every month on YouTube. youtube.com/user/thearticle. THEARTICLE. And guys, don't forget, every Wednesday here on the YouTube page at 3 p.m. we release a brand new unboxing video just for you. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe whenever you see an awesome new video that you love, guys. That's going to be it for this episode of Nintendo PowerZone Unboxing. Thank you so much for watching, and watch out for Amiibo Hunters on the prowl. Deuces.